43 years of age, weigh 162 kilos.
It's really, really sad to see myself like that.
I'm a sales broker, selling confectionery, drinks, chips, and everything that you would not believe yourself.
I'm sure there's going to be testing times, but I just can't get back to the way that was. It's disgusting. My licensed Camp Biggest Loser is better because my home life is better and just the whole well-being of how I feel. I'm certainly planning to be around for a lot longer.
Next on The Biggest Loser.
Today, the competition is getting a massive shake-up.
Yeah, I was a little nervous, I have to say.
And later.
You'll be ranked from last place to first place as we find out who's the biggest loser so far.
Today, myself, Jana, Lisa and Chris headed down into the lounge room to grab breakfast before we started training, just to make sure we had our energy for the day. And as I've walked into the lounge room, there's an envelope sitting on one of the chairs. Yeah. Guys, you gotta come downstairs!
We heard Shannon yelling and screaming down the lounge room, and so we all went running down. He was holding a letter, so we all gathered around waiting to find out what it was.
Oh no.
It's a letter.
Not the letter.
Is that a dinner menu, mate, is it?
Yeah, I highly doubt it.
This is it.
Good morning, contestants.
Good morning.
Head straight to the weigh-in room. Some important news awaits.
Joy. Is that it?
That is it, mate. That is it.
The fact that there's 11 of us, you know, there might be an impromptu elimination or something, so it was a bit nerve-wracking.
Worst case scenario would be Hayley immediately going, Phoebe, you're the only one without a partner, go home. We don't want you here anymore. You're making things uneven, get out.
Expect the unexpected.
You ready?
I guess so. Let's go, guys. Come on,
guys. Let's find out. Everyone was obviously very excited to find out what was happening, so we all headed over to the weigh-in room, and yeah, I was a little nervous, I have to say.
Walking in the weighing room, it's always a bit of a funny room. You're always nervous going in there and not knowing what you're about to do. I was definitely nervous.
Hi everyone.
Hi, Hayley.
I warned you all that a change was coming. Well, today, the competition is getting a massive shake-up. The rules of the game are about to be rewritten. And soon you'll all be competing on an entirely different level.
I think the first thing that went through to my head, well, we're down to 11. I thought, well, it could go to red and blue teams, which has happened in past years.
Contestants, so far you and your partner have taken every step of your journey together. You've had someone to pull you through the tough times, and you've had someone to dig deep and work hard for. At training sessions, weigh-ins, challenges and temptations, you've stood side by side and been counted as one. But as of now, there are no more couples. You'll all be competing as individuals.
I'm not too sure what to expect in terms of going to singles. I will feel a bit vulnerable going up onto those scales by myself, and I'm not too sure how I will go in the competition and how Caitlin will go in this competition.
Best thing for me about being in singles means that it's only my percentage that counts. When I was in the couple with Shan, because of his size and his weight loss, it did bring down my percentage. This leaves room for me to flourish on my own and show everyone what I can do as a single person.
The person who was once your partner, be it your brother, your sister or your friend, is now your competitor.
Me and Ricky are very competitive, and going into singles means I'm against him now, so it's going to be a bit of a fun, but at the end of the day, we're going to have to vote each other out sooner or later, and yeah, I'm not looking forward to that either.
You are now 11 singles fighting to stay above the yellow line and clear of elimination. But before you start out on your solo adventure, we need to take stock of your progress to date. This leaderboard will show you how you rate against your competitors. You'll be ranked from last place to first place as we find out who's the biggest loser so far. Your position on the leaderboard will be based on the total percentage of weight you've lost since coming to Camp Biggest Loser. The results of every contestant will be here to see. We're about to find out who's setting the pace and who's being left behind.
Suddenly you're on your own and you're accountable for everything for yourself. So I felt quite sick about it because I had no idea where I would fare on the leaderboard.
Contestants, it's now time to find out where you all stand in the competition. Sitting at the bottom of the leaderboard in 11th place is Jana. Jana, since coming to The Biggest Loser, you've lost 21.8 kilos. That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 18.35%.
I am sitting in 11th. I work hard every day. I don't really know what else to do other than to work harder. And that's what I'm aiming to do.
Sitting in 10th place is Shannon. Shannon, so far you've shed a massive 39.6 kilos. That's a total weight loss percentage of 18.48%. Well done.
I don't think that I could possibly ever get on the scales here and be disappointed at my weight loss, and I'm definitely not going to be disappointed about being in 10th position. You know, yes, my weight loss percentage is not as good as other people's, but I've lost 39.6 kilos.
Coming in at 9th place is Phoebe. Phoebe, so far you've lost a total of 22.5 kilos. That's a total weight loss percentage of 19.4%. Great work, Phoebe. In 8th place is Chris. Chris, during your time here, you've lost 25.7 kilos. That's a total weight loss percentage of 19.94%. Well done.
You know what? That's actually not too bad of a spot. People aren't going to see me as a huge threat because I'm 8th. I can sneak in, stick around for a little bit longer and make my assault on the second half of this competition.
Sitting in 7th place is Caitlin. Caitlin, since coming to Camp Biggest Loser, you've lost an incredible 36.1 kilos. That's a total weight loss percentage of 20.12%. Great job, Caitlin.
It was great to see Caitlin in 7th position, but I know she hasn't really revved up and shown her full potential yet in this competition. If she pulls it together in this next half of the game, she could really smash it up and hopefully be number 1.
Coming in 6th place on the leaderboard is Dana. You've lost a total of 21.5 kilos, giving you a total weight loss percentage of 20.44%. Great job. Holding on to 5th position is Joe. Joe, since the start of this competition, you've lost an amazing 38 kilos. That's a total weight loss percentage of 21.12%. Good job.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the amount of weight I've lost. I always knew that I was going to be below Rick in the percentage, but now hopefully I'll catch him sooner or later.
We've now arrived at the top 4, 3 boys and 1 girl. In 4th position is Lisa. Since you started your Biggest Loser journey, you've lost a total of 25.9 kilos. That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 21.25%. That is truly inspirational.
I'm thinking, oh my Lord, I'm one of the top 4 and I'm the biggest female loser so far, and that's far exceeded my wildest dreams.
I was really blown away by Lisa being the top girl. It was something that I never really thought about, her being a threat, and she's been flying under the radar a lot, and that really exposed her as being someone who could take out the title of the Biggest Loser.
And then there were 3. Phil, David and Rick. One of you is the biggest loser so far. Sitting in 3rd place is Rick. Rick, so far you've lost a massive 39.6 kilos. That gives you a total weight loss percentage of 22.94%. Congratulations. Now we are down to just 2. And as it turns out, it's the 2 members of the grey team, Phil and David. As it stands, you 2 are the ones to beat. As a couple, you 2 have proved to be a powerhouse combination. But your individual results have shown that you don't need each other to be at the top of the table. The results are so close, but one of you has established a clear lead over all of the other contestants. Holding the #1 spot in the competition is David. Congratulations, David. Since coming to Camp Biggest Loser, you've lost an incredible 42.7 kilos. That's a total weight loss percentage of 25.79%. That's amazing.
I've been pretty much dogged by injuries since day one. With all the blood, sweat, tears and pain that I've been through since I've been through the front door of Camp Biggest Loser, I sit here today and I know it's all been worth it. To know how much I've changed and how different I am and how much weight I've lost, I'm extremely proud of that and know that that's going to set me up for the rest of my life and that I'm going to live longer.
David, you've now lost over a quarter of your body weight. So, how's it feel to be the biggest loser in this competition so far?
No, it's just a good feeling, and it's certainly giant steps on where I want to be, so I'm feeling pretty proud of my efforts at this moment.
Do you still feel you've got some left in you?
Well, there's certainly plenty there, Hayley.
Well, David, it's now official. You're the biggest threat in this competition. But this leaderboard update is not quite over. Phil, since arriving here, you've lost an impressive 34.2 kilos. That's a total weight loss percentage of 23.28%. That's amazing. Well done. Phil, 2nd place. It's a nice position to be in.
Yeah, it is, Hayley. I'm finding it a bit amusing, to be honest with you, because we've just gone it alone, and as you probably know, I've trained mainly with Wayno and with Joey, and Dave's done his own thing because he's had a lot of injuries, obviously, and it's just been a bit of a fluke, really, but we'll take it. But can't promise how much longer it'll keep going. But
See my name up on the leaderboard there in 2nd spot. You know, this is a better achievement than I really sort of gave myself credit for, so it really pumped me up and made me feel really good.
Contestants, you are now 11 individuals vying for the title of the biggest loser and possibly walking away with up to $400,000. Looking at the leaderboard, it's clear to see who the biggest threats in this competition are. David, you've been revealed as the top contender, but that also makes you a marked man. If you fall below the yellow line, the other contestants may seize the opportunity to send home the game's biggest threat. And Lisa, if you continue recording fantastic results, you could be the first female winner in Australian Biggest Loser history. From here on, you're going to have to switch gears if you're going to stay above the yellow line. It's time to dig deeper than ever before. Throw everything you've got at this game and pull out all stops. Good luck, and I'll see you all soon.
Thanks, Hayley.
I think the fact that the game has gone to singles has shown everyone, it's game on. We're near the top 10 and, there's not long to go. And if you want to be there at the end, then, now's the time to really get in there and start looking after yourself.
Coming up.
On that leaderboard, 4 of the bottom 5 are from my training group.
The leaderboard has a cost.
4, 3, 2.
And Shannon's team pay the price.
Oh my God, black t-shirts.
Oh, what? When I picked up my black t-shirt, I was like, you know what? I cannot wait to put this on. This is the start of my journey, me, on my own.
David, the biggest threat in a competition now. Joe.
They're really big.
Putting my black t-shirt on, it was a lot smaller than my green one, and I thought this is a bit cool. I've gone down a couple sizes, and I was actually pretty excited to go into singles.
Any big surprises about the leaderboard?
I didn't think Berkey'd be right down the bottom there. I really didn't. I know you've lost the weight.
I knew coming here that my percentage would be an issue.
And Lise?
Lisa. I was blown away, I tell you. Yeah.
I think you're
On the
an
alpha dog?
You're an emerging. But I reckon seriously you could win it, Lisa. If you got down to 60 kilos, that's 50%.
Can you imagine me at 60 kilos?
Yeah.
I don't think I've been 60 kilos since I was probably 10.
You could get lower than that because you're short.
Never say never.
I didn't actually process the fact that, I could be the biggest loser, but Jana's in my ear constantly. You could actually win this, do you realise? And if I'm here long enough, then I'll give it a good go.
Who's feeling vulnerable now you're all alone? Anyone worried about their position?
You gotta be.
You gotta be.
Every couple, if you think about it, every couple, there's like a person in the couple that's generally pulled bigger percentages. And I mean, like I turn around to Lise and I'm backing Lise the whole way. I think she's outstanding. But at the end of the day, Lisa's always pulled me up the leaderboard because of her percentage. And without her, then that makes me vulnerable. And most of us in our partnerships, one of us has always pulled bigger and one has pulled littler. So going to singles is totally going to change it for us.
I want my training group above the yellow line and I want to change those percentages on the leaderboard. On that leaderboard, 4 of the bottom 5 are from my training group. All right? You guys are now the underdogs. In training today, the contestants need to realise they're responsible for themselves. The yellow line's in play. You lose less weight than somebody else, you fall below. There's no use having one strong partner and one weak partner anymore. This is going to be short, hard and fast. It's training session. It's about lactic acid. It's about getting in and burning the legs up. So give it to me hard and fast, guys. Think about where you are on that leaderboard, how it makes you feel. Lisa's the perfect example of what a positive attitude can do, what a difference it can make. Lisa, I'm so bloody proud of you for being 4th on that leaderboard, girl.
Thank you.
The first girl, #1 girl is Lisa.
It's always nice, when somebody acknowledges the work that you've done, and to have Shannon say that he's proud, that's a nice feeling.
1 minute down, 1 minute to go, we're halfway there. No one goes below the eye line. There's no charity given this week, guys. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's go. There was definitely no weak links in my training group today. Good. 4, 3, 2, time. Nice work. But I had something special for them. The next task was simple. 50 bodyweight squats, 50 crunches, 50 bench press, and 50 kettlebell swings. But there was a time limit. I wanted everybody to finish in under 4 minutes. Ready, set, go. Let me see you guys. I want to see you fight for your life, whatever you can get. Got 4 minutes. Shannon, great work. That's it, Chris, good. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm only going for 4 minutes, guys. How many times can you get through? Now it's personal. Shannon's first one down to the first set. Nice. Sean, what you got, big boys? Fight your way off the second bottom of that leaderboard. Jana, you got a point to prove, Dale. Let's get you off the bottom of that leaderboard. 31, 32, that's the way to do it. 34. Good, Shane, he's just about ready to go here. Should be close. That's the way.
I think everybody in the room has their own point to prove. Mine at the moment